Hey, what's up, world, and welcome to Wrestle Ones. I am your host, August C. Jones. And so on this episode, I'm going to be talking about AEW real quick, more specifically, Tony Khan. Now, it's not anything like I've talked about in the past, in like the past months or so about Tony Khan. But, I mean, it is kind of like critiquing, but at the same time, I guess you could say give it a little bit of praise. So if you guys have watched AEW Dynamite this past week, you've seen that there was a return on Dynamite as well as a heel turn on Dynamite. So Jack Perry, he returned at Dynasty, but officially made his official return in the Dynamite arena, or on the Dynamite show. And so he came out and he was in the ring with Tony Khan, in which after ended up turning on Tony Khan, beating him up. That's when the Young Bucks came out with Okada, and that's when all of them just turned on him and they beat up Tony Khan, giving him the Tony Khan driver, and went off the air. And so I know a lot of people, I ain't gonna say really criticizing it, which I'm gonna give it a little bit of criticism. But it's constructive criticism. Let's just say that. Because all the stuff that I've had to say about Tony Khan lately, this would be kind of like somewhat different. So I know a lot of people are praising it, for one, of the fact that I'm hearing a lot of, and like I said, I don't watch AEW like that, so I'm not qualified to really say that this is that, but I'm going off of what I'm hearing everyone else is saying, which is talking about the storylines. So the storylines have been either weak to non-existent, from what a lot of people say. And so a lot of people are praising this segment because it's opening the gate for a bigger story. You had a returning Jack Perry come back and turn on Tony Khan, and then you had the Young Bucks and Okada, the Elite, come out and finish the job at the end of the night and stand tall over Tony Khan. And so it kind of opens the door of having like a big story happen. Where it's going to go, I don't know. I'm very pessimistic and skeptical when it comes to certain things like this, because I don't know, like you can have a good setup, but it only matters where you're going from here on. It's not going to be like you're opening this up and it's automatically just a great storyline. No, you have to keep it carrying on from here. Like, what else are you going to do? Who else is going to be involved? How are the matches? How is the story from week to week to week to week? But just to kind of start it off, I can see what people are talking about. Like, with them starting it off like this is a big story to start it off with. And I'm very hesitant to say that it's a big story, but it is something big that happened. So we'll see how big of a story it is from here on. But I'll just praise them for that, for doing something of that nature. And one of the things that was pointed out, which I didn't know, was that Tony Khan made a statement a while back talking about he won't be like Vince McMahon and be an on screen person and whatnot, that he's going to be behind the scenes. And it's like, now you've put yourself in one of the storylines, so you kind of double back on that. And that's one of the things that I see about Tony Khan and the way he runs his company, is that he wants to be different. And don't get me wrong, AEW is definitely different in a lot of ways, even compared to, if you want to compare it to WCW, TNA, if you want to compare it to ECW and stuff. It's like they are different in a lot of ways, especially different from WWE. I can't really put them in the same boat. But the thing is like Tony Khan, he's going to constantly do stuff that he said that he wasn't going to do. You're going to do that, Because when it comes to the moolah, when it comes to the ratings, getting people to watch and being bigger than what you are, certain things you're going to have to sacrifice to get that. WWE had to sacrifice the blood and the gore and the guts and all that stuff, the large profanity usage and everything that they had with the Attitude Era, and even like the Ruthless Aggression era, to find themselves in a position to where they're getting billions of dollars every so odd years, damn near every like whatever, like, and making major deals with Netflix, with Universal, with Saudi Arabia, and just getting all this money handed over fist and just doing all this big business. Like, Tony Khan can name any of his shows big business, but WWE is making the big business. They're literally making the big business. So in regards to that, you're going to see Tony Khan doing a lot more things that he said that he wouldn't want to do, like becoming an on-screen character, like firing people because financially they need to, you know, make room for other things. They just had 3 big signings: Will Ospreay, Okada, and Mercedes Moné. So in order to kind of, you know, level that out, balance it as far as financial wise, they need to let some people go. It's been criticized about how they've been, you know, keeping people for a long time, and so, and without dropping them, just letting their contracts expire. But after a while, you're going to find it's going to, whether it's be this year or next year or maybe the year after that, you're going to see a lot of bus flips like WWE be doing, where they might release 11 to 20, maybe even 30 people within a week or whatever. Maybe not all at the same time. Maybe like 11 one day, maybe 10 another day, maybe 5 another day, or something like that. You're going to see Tony Khan doing that, because when it comes to the money, you're going to have to level it out. And that's one way to level it out, especially if you want to do things in other like areas, whether it be like updating your stage area, whether it's, you know, paying, like getting another big name and being able to pay them this. You're going to have to let go of this. You're going to have to sacrifice that. So you're going to see him doing a lot more like that as the years come. And so that kind of went a little bit off or whatever, but let me get right back on, even though it still was related or whatnot. So the thing that I'm gonna criticize, and I'm not gonna try and make it too long, is the fact that I was dying laughing. This is where the constructive criticism comes. When Tony Khan got hit in the stomach, and fell flat on his back, like he got punched in the face or he got kicked down or whatever, and then 2 to 3 seconds later clutches his stomach. And I'm dying laughing because it reminds me of Vince McMahon. Because we all know how bad of a bumper Vince McMahon is when it comes to taking a stunner, especially the last match that he was in, when Stone Cold came out and you know, he stunned him, and just how ridiculous it looked. It was one of those things where it's like, I'm looking at these guys, Vince McMahon and Tony Khan, 2 guys who love wrestling, who's around wrestling damn near 24/7. You're telling me that, you know, and like with them, this is where the buck stops. Well, at least Vince McMahon back in the day, not now, but back in the day, they were where the buck stops. Tony Khan that's the dude that signs off on everything. Nothing gets on TV without, well, you know what I mean, shit. But Tony Khan, he approves everything, which is the same thing with Vince McMahon. He had to approve everything before it went on air. You know that you're going to be part of this spot. Why wouldn't you practice taking that bump to make it look as good as it possibly can, delivered by you? It's like, did y'all not, like Vince, did y'all not rehearse the stunner that Stone Cold gave to you? Or did you just wing it? Tony Khan, did you not rehearse this bump, getting punched in the stomach, you know, by Jack Perry? Did you not rehearse it? it just throws me off, because it's like common sense will tell you, you get punched in the stomach, you don't fall flat on your back. You like clench your stomach and at the most fall to your knees and fall forward. It's like it's like they didn't work with you. Like, Tony, you know how to take a bump. Okay, so when I hit you, you go this route, blah blah blah, and everything else. But it's just like I'm just dumbfounded. If I don't know how to take a bump, I'm gonna talk with my wrestlers that's a part of this segment, that's a part of this promo, and I'm about to be like, yo, okay, so what do I need to do to make this look good? And they didn't do it. I don't know if they did, and then Tony Khan just forgot, or they just went out there and like, okay, we're gonna wing it. But it's like, if you watch wrestling for as long as you have, and you're in the wrestling, you see it on a day-to-day or the week by week basis, you should get something from it. Either know that, like, if you get hit with this move, you know how you're gonna fall. If you get hit with that move, you know how you're gonna fall. If you get slapped, you know that how you're gonna react. It's just like, you should know that, and then, you know, practice before you go out there and embarrass yourself. It's just so fucking weird that they don't do that, or if they did, that they don't retain it when they actually go out there. But like I said, this is the constructive criticism. Next time, Tony Khan, you go out there and agree to take a bump like that, rehearse the shit, talk with your wrestlers, have them give you some pointers. Y'all, like, let this man know, like, y'all made this man went out there and looked crazy. It's just like holy shit, man. Tony Khan, this guy, I think he's gonna be forever cringy, awkward, and funny, just like all at the same time, but at different times. It's nuts. But oh my god, I'm pretty sure that everyone that's seen this was probably dying laughing, whether you seen it live or you watched the replays on like social media. Oh my god, Tony Khan, he is hilarious. Like, I think all they need to do going forward is have Tony Khan keep doing shit like this that will take our attention away from what he did a couple weeks back. And then, depending on how good the storyline is from here on, just go that route. Don't mention WWE. Don't mention no wrestlers from WWE. Don't just focus on making great stories. Just go from there. And maybe take some more bumps like that. I don't know. Like we need something to laugh at. And maybe that's what Tony Khan can do. He can give us something to laugh at. That way, it'll take our fucking minds off of other things that they might be doing wrong. But in any case, those are just my thoughts on Tony Khan and the awkward, weird bump that he took on this week's Dynamite. And oh my god, I think this will go down in wrestling history in the never not funny category, because that is just it's hilarious. It's really hilarious. Tony Khan indirectly gave us pure comedy, and we can only love the guy for that, at least right now. But in any case, that has been my thoughts on that. I hope you guys liked it. If you made it this far, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe if you're not, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and next time, Tony Khan, please rehearse the shit before you go out there, unless you're deliberately trying to give us something to smile and laugh about, in which I think it's really I don't think that we can lose. I think that's a win-win for us, for you, and, you know, as long as you keep making it funny and awkward and stuff, I think we'll be okay with it.